Okay, we are back for segment 2 of the Moss 85 show on September 10th, 2011. Brian, you still there? Brian Rafferty?
I am still here.
Okay, well, I understand you have to go.
This is true, but I hope that the rest of the radio show is a smash hit, and it was lovely talking about Moss 85.
Well, good. I'm glad you could be on, and I'm sure it will be a smash hit, and you can find out later.
I will do that.
Okay, thanks for being on. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, goodbye, all.
Bye.
Bye. Anyway.
That sound there.
Now it's going to be... Sounds disturbingly quiet.
There's no doors.
Because there's no
slamming.
in the background. I could do it though.
Or doors opening and
You can take
closing.
turns.
Speaking of September 10th,
Okay, sorry.
10-year anniversary tomorrow of September 11th, right?
That's true.
Yep. What?
I was trying to... I don't know if you're going towards Moss 85.
No, is there a story
themes
from
around
that
that.
time? Because that's a little before my time.
Mhm.
I remember what I was doing, but was there some Moss 85 stuff going on?
I definitely remember, like, the following weeks or so. Let's see. Brian Rafferty, myself, and Zach, somebody from Culver's,
Yeah.
young guy.
Mm-hmm. Z-A-C-H.
You went,
something.
do it. I think that was him.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember. What was it? Zach, what?
What was his last name?
Or did you say Z-A-C-H?
Yeah.
Dansky.
Bogdansky? Is that somebody?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. I worked with him, but I don't remember his
He
last
has
name.
bad feelings about everybody.
No.
I didn't even know you knew him. Well, I remember there was like
Dansky.
I don't know.
there was a sonic boom or something that happened like that week later or something.
Oh,
right?
Oh yeah.
And we were in. I don't know if you were. I don't know
remember.
who else was there, but we were in your studio doing something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
The
know what.
speakers kind of went...
And then we all I don't know who it was, but some of us at least drove around looking for fires and stuff. Police cars. Thinking something happened.
I remember that.
That's not really Moss City 5 necessarily.
But
No.
it was the right
Close
room.
enough.
Yeah. Yep. So pretty soon, you were talking about Singularity,
Yeah.
which was a song that you were working on?
No, it's like a really long 19-minute song
Epic.
that
Brian.
very epic that Brian Rafferty
Oh, yeah.
decided he was going to work on
You've heard
after
Singularity.
Moss 85. That was his thing. He wanted to leave Moss 85 and work on this Singularity. Time Elemental was the name of his project.
Ooh.
Yeah. So,
He brought that up before the break, didn't he?
yes.
Oh, well. He had to leave. So
That's
did
right.
he finish that? I've heard it.
I guess he might have recorded something, but we recorded a whole version of it. I think.
Yeah. Anyway.
So that's kind of something that happened.
That was later. That was like
Moss 85.
at least a year or two after. I mean, that might have even been after we stopped. It was probably in between. I don't know. Well, no,
Anyway.
that was the bridge in getting him back into the band.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was
What?
after-
You're right. You're right.
We're getting ahead, but we ran into each other at the Elk Grove Teen Center, and then
Yeah,
Started-
pop stopper for this thing.
and then we started, playing stuff. And then we never had a bassist, but then Eric left, and we needed all sorts of new people, and now we had somebody who we knew who played bass, B-Ref.
We're getting
but we're ahead of
way,
ourselves.
way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, now we're way ahead.
Let's take it back a little.
So it was the two of you in the 2001 and
Fall
2 era?
2001, early 2002.
Oh, that's
10 years.
That's quite a time.
Oh man, that's 10 years.
What was that? 10 years ago?
Ew.
Wow. I thought people who were really old said things like that. You guys look so youthful. Anyway,
Vibrant,
vibrant.
would you say?
Yeah, sort of.
My hair's pretty vibrant.
Brian
I've
has
got nice new headphones on.
That's right. I have a new cable. I'm a little older than you, though. I don't know if I look quite as vibrant.
You look very vibrant.
Thank you.
That's what he's waiting for. Anyway.
So So you guys really got along well, recorded some music with the sequencer, and did you play any shows
No.
with the sequencer on a stool
No.
as the drummer?
No, but we did, once we came up with excuses, we decided this is awesome, we should probably keep going. So we started cranking out a few more other songs, and Brian, came up with the idea of playing it for you and having you record us as a duo.
Oh, okay.
I think that seemed just like a natural. He
Yeah.
recorded stuff I did before. It's just he's there.
Right.
He records.
So
Yeah, we just kind of did that.
I
naturally.
remember we went into the studio and did Excuses and Queen of the World as a demo.
In parentheses, it's so hard to be.
Yeah. Anyway, so we went in and did that demo. And what did you think when we did that demo? Do you remember?
Well, just now I was thinking, I mean, these are the recordings that I have, and I know I did them, but I don't remember anything about doing them.
Well,
I hardly remember that.
I don't remember your, I didn't know
Wouldn't have
your
taken long.
band situation at the time. I have like a whole 10 songs or something worth of December 2000 recordings of Brian, where he, did some drums, played some guitar, and
Spanning the years.
and sang stuff.
Was
That's
December
spanning the years.
2000.
Yeah, I have it written down in pencil as December 2000 recordings. So I guess a year and a half later or something, you guys came in and did Excuses and Queen of the World.
and you recorded it, and that...
I don't remember anything about it.
From my understanding, after hearing that recording is when you thought, this would be fun as a project to come work with us.
Well,
Drumming?
from bringing
Yeah.
him in, there was like a show that we were offered and it never happened. But I'm pretty sure the only reason we started asking him at all was because there was a show that we were going to need a drummer for.
That's true.
And we asked him to do that just for that one
I
show.
think that's right.
That's so long ago.
And then it didn't happen. And then
The 2000 recordings is kind of when I remember thinking, oh, Brian's like, he has a talent. These are nice songs. He can play the guitar, and he did a really good job. And I played something for our father, and you're like, oh, this is really good. But I guess...
I don't think I was present for that.
No.
I don't know what he said.
But when I just started playing the drums whenever I bought those things from Rick Litz, which was probably 2001-ish, right? I would think so. And I, somehow got pulled into Sump Pump Discharge because they needed a drummer for a show. So I played with them like 2001, 2002 with Clayton Stecker and Mike Jones and Janelle Sansone. And so probably in the around 2000, I think I remember the winter time when I wasn't working, like winter 2002 going into January 2003. I remember playing like in the basement, just kind of hanging out and doing a lot of trying to pull a speaker here and an amplifier there and put it together to make a PA for Moss 85. So I don't know if I was drumming for you at that time, winter 2002. But when was that show you were talking about?
I think that
Probably
was
went around
around
then.
yeah. Because I remember we started recording...
I don't remember what we did that summer or anything, but
No, because I came into the picture October 31st.
2001.
Yeah.
You were a cheerleader. I was a Culverson play.
Yep.
Brian Rafferty was the bassist from Moss 85.
So that's how I met you. So it was October
Trick-or-treating.
31st is when I came into the picture, and then everything after that, I think we really started to take off January 2002. I think. That was like when we were like, yeah, let's do it. And we tried to find members and such.
I don't remember how long it took to find you
Yeah.
or anything like that.
But I guess I started playing with you, just practicing. Again, I have no memories, but I can kind of piece together the years.
When was Jessica's Attic show? Was that February of 2003? I don't know why that date's in my mind.
That would have been right
That
before
was
I
like our
started at
first.
Trace. Yeah, was that our first show? I would say so.
I think so.
So it must
yeah.
have been like late 2002 or something.
Yeah.
The Jessica show. Yeah, that was a good one. That was like perfect for us. It was
Yeah.
a cool house, a rich girl's house, basically, right? She had her own attic above a garage that was remodeled and stuff. So it was kind of a nice, youthful, sort of like, teenage kind of large bedroom, but it was like barn size, and it was.
I completely forgot about that show.
Not going on
Completely
Yeah.
forgot about that show.
We had our Fender PA, which was just loud enough for to match my drums unamplified and Brian's Punch and Crunch, which may not have been named at the time yet.
Probably not.
Maybe it was.
I don't know.
So the Jessica's Attic. Yeah, it was good. I think we were well received.
I remember the response, the ovation at the end of whatever the Good Charlotte song was.
Lifestyles, the rich and the famous. Come on.
Jung, 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 jung. That was fun.
Was that our only cover, or did we have different covers?
We did
I think
so
we did a
many.
couple.
Oh,
I
we
mean, I
did a lot.
don't think that show we did a lot, but I think we had
Oh
others.
yeah, we had.
But that was like the big finale or something.
Yeah.
The one that everybody knew a lot.
Did we do more originals or more covers in a show like
I
that?
don't think we ever did any. Like we never did a lot of covers.
Yeah.
We always had a lot of originals, so we always did a
I
lot.
think we did like Just a Girl by No Doubt
Mhm.
and like the Good Charlotte song and all that.
So is Moss 85 a big fan of No Doubt?
I don't want to say fan
You just got compared to them a lot.
all the time.
It's like you could pull off a pretty good cover of No Doubt, so you might as
Yeah,
well give the crowd what they
exactly.
want.
Yeah. I mean it wasn't something that we were listening to all the time and tried to sound like that. It just for some reason people would go, "Hey, you guys sound a lot like No Doubt." And then I'd hear it all the time and it would get so irritating. And then I thought, instead of being angry about it, let's just play off of it and yeah.
Embrace it.
Yeah, embrace the no doubtiness.
So what other shows did we play? I mean, was Moss 85 a big show band? Like, did a lot of shows? We never did a tour, did we?
No.
You? I don't know whether... I'm kind of the interviewer and kind of in the band, so I don't know whether to speak in first person or second
Whatever.
person. I'm
During
gonna
this
switch.
time, it's going to be first person.
Okay.
During this era. And then
Yes.
you'll switch.
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Your role can morph,
Morph it will.
evolve.
Morph it will. There was that one place in the barn, which I guess was the Elk Grove Teen Center.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else had to think of that name for me, but I remember the event. I remember,
I have the video of that. And I watched it like this year.
I was the eccentric drummer. I signed the teenage girl's shoes, and I thought that was flattering that they wanted me to do that.
That you like lost a stick and they were all like fighting over it.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. That was weird.
I lost a lot of sticks. Still do.
They said like,
It's
"Do you want
my
this back?"
trademark.
And you're like, "Yeah." And then Nikki was like, "No, of course not. You can keep it."
Yeah. Come on.
And then he was like, yeah, "Okay, fine, take it."
You gotta give the crowd what they want, dude.
I had more sticks.
I think you had a bag, didn't you?
Oh,
You-
good.
I don't know if you ever broke a stick. You lost a
Yes.
stick fairly often.
You just don't know how to receive a crowd like that, you know? It's the most awkward thing ever. You have just a bunch of people who are like, "Ah!" And you're like, okay, this is
Yeah.
weird.
You learn, I guess. And Bartlett Battle of the Bands. That I remember being one of the better shows. The Jessica Zadok show and the Bartlett Battle of the Bands might, and of course the Double R Party, which we'll get to later.
There were like those
I-
couple of outside, like backyard Nikki's family and some graduation party and stuff that there were never any videos of or anything, so I hardly remember. but
Clearwater.
I have a video of
Clearwater was a major one, I would say. There is video of that, right?
there's
Somewhere.
video footage
Somewhere.
of the one in your backyard for your grandma's birthday.
Yes, there is. That's
Oh yeah,
right.
you have that.
I have some footage for
I
that.
never saw that. So to
That's-
me, that one disappeared until he brought it up recently.
I just,
If you have footage, do you have footage on, computer playable formats?
DVDs,
Can we put that into our video?
maybe. I don't have it with me, but
We have to figure that out.
I have Double R Party.
I would love to hear
and
this stuff.
Elk Grove. Yeah, Elk Grove. And I think that's it.
So what happened with the Bartlett Battle of the Bands?
that was like the show. It really was, because that was the one where it was like it all came together. We had a bassist
Later
then.
on. Did we?
Joe
he there for that
Vitaco,
one?
yeah.
Joe.
he helped us. And the reason you don't remember?
I don't know.
No, Joe Vitaco.
He was there for the double R party. That's the only one I remember, though.
He was there for Battle of the Bands because that was my high school, and that was like nobody knew that I was in a band until that point.
Was this before the release, the album?
Yeah.
What was he? I thought he joined us for the double R party.
No. I promise you, there's a yearbook picture of all of us standing right in there. It's really strange, but the reason we had Joe in there, I thought for sure it would.
We're in the yearbook?
You're in my yearbook, yes. The reason.
Where's my pen?
We had Joe at that
letter.
party, or not party, at that show because it was Battle of the Bands, and I think you needed a certain amount of members to be in Battle of the Bands for your school, and if it was just me, then that would be weird. And
a certain amount of.
Yeah, people
attending.
from the school. And Joe was in another band called Facing Forward, and they just, I don't know if they got rid of him or he quit or something, and he wanted to find a band to play with, and so I told him that we were looking for a bassist, and he ended up playing the show with us. And I remember, there's some other really good bands there too, and Facing Forward was playing too, so it was kind of Joe's way of being like, yeah, I rock. And we actually placed, what did we play, second?
Or
Yes.
No, second.
It was second.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
and
sounds
we
right.
lost only to a band that was really popular.
Was that Facing Forward?
Facing Forward?
What was that band that didn't want to go first or wherever they were placed? They had to go last, otherwise they weren't going to play at all. That band that was kind of the popular band.
That was the one that won, and I can't think of what their name
Facing
was.
Forward sounds so familiar. I thought that was it.
I was thinking that was right.
But Facing Forward ended up playing third. It was weird because the way it worked out is the bands that played first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, because we played second to the last. First place went to the last band. Second place went to the fourth playing band, so on and so forth. So the person who played third got third place.
I thought we were first for that one because I thought Facing Forward or whoever it was going to go first and then refused, and then we were put first or something. And we were fine with it. There was something like that I thought happened at maybe another show.
There's a cat
But
there.
but we were fine with that because I was fine with that anyway.
Opening.
Yeah, we're the start. Everybody's
No,
excited.
I think you're thinking maybe Clearwater.
Could have been.
Maybe, but
We played with Facing Forward at Clearwater, too.
Didn't we beat them or?
we did.
All
Or
the
no?
time.
It seems
They're
like
still a band right now, and they're really good, so... No, they are.
wow.
Yeah.
Same people?
Yeah, well, the singer's the same, and I think there might be somebody else that's still the same, but they just played a show at House of Blues, so... Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, so we got second. I think we were all peeved about that.
Yeah, because we were really good, and we deserved first. Anyway.
Yeah, It seems if we played first, it's hard to believe that we would have gotten second place because they'd all forget about us by now. By then. So we played Clearwater. Anything to note about Clearwater other than it was like an
I
actual
just remember
venue?
we had to rent a PA because we didn't have a PA. That was like a big deal. Like we went to that
don't
music
remember that.
store. Went to that music store and we rented a PA. And Facing Forward ended up using our PA. And I remember after we
We should have
performed.
denied them that.
Yeah.
Then we would have beat them.
No, that
no, I
was a
guess we
different
already-
show. That was a different show. But
In the middle of the performance, we could have unplugged it and go, you know what, we really need
well,
to go home."
actually, we said yes to letting them use the PA, and then the PA crapped out on them, and they called us out. I don't know if you remember. I think you guys were backstage, but they're like, "Where's Moss 85? Get this effing thing taken care of." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" I felt so terrible because it crapped out on them. Like it wasn't like his mic wasn't going on and stuff. Like he thought that we might have done it on purpose. I don't know.
The main thing that I remember, I don't think this is offensive, about the Clearwater show is that was the first time I remember you and me were doing the work and like setting up and tearing down and like lifting heavy things, and that was when Nikki had the circle of people around her. And that
It was clear now what our roles were.
Exactly. Every other show after that, that's kind of what happened. That was always a running joke between us.
Well, the thing that I remember about Clearwater, which is more on the technical
But we were
side,
fine with that because we needed that, the networking. We didn't resent you.
That's
we
just how it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Not like we want to be in the spotlight. You can handle that.
I feel
You
like
have a
you guys
personality.
resent me for that.
No?
No?
No.
Girls are screaming for your drumstick, so I mean...
I mean, I do think stuff like that is the only reason we were anywhere near as popular as we were, so. Because you were there. So that was good. I had no problem with that.
Mm-hmm. The technical thing, the really interesting technical thing that I remember about Clearwater was, wow, you really can't hear yourself without monitors facing you.
Yeah, what? Did we have monitors for that?
No.
Or nothing?
Maybe we used RPA for our monitors?
I thought I remembered that being like one of the first times we actually used something like that. Like,
I think we must have used RPA for monitors, if I had to take a guess. Because without monitors, it was just... like I couldn't hear Nikki. I didn't have any idea what was going on. Because it was a big room.
Live and learn, man.
it wasn't outside anymore.
Right. Or in a basement.
Was that
or
like
attic.
Oh, yeah.
Was what?
Never mind.
Oh, okay. On the only other show thing that I have written down here specifically is some theater in Chicago.
The Riviera.
Oh, is that it? The Riviera?
All kinds of fancy bands play there all the time.
No, it was the Congress.
That sounds right.
Riviera is where we saw Garbage.
Yes.
The
Congress,
Riv.
that's right.
Hi,
Sorry.
Kitty.
I thought it was a C thing. I wrote Chicago Theater because I thought it started with a C.
Congress.
Congress. That
Congress
sounds right.
Theater.
So that was some sort of promotional something or other where a bunch of people can go, and it didn't end up working out too well for us.
Wasn't that kind of when you were leaving or something? I don't know. If, was there like they didn't ever reject us or whatever? We just kind of weren't able to do it anymore. Was that?
Well,
we had
it
to-
was
we had to
some
do
kind
some-
of gimmick, and then you had to like sell a bunch of tickets in order to play, and we couldn't, and then things
It
just
was
started
just kind of
falling.
unraveling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that didn't work out too well. And so did you guys ever have a manager?
Jenny? Was there somebody who was designated?
No, did we?
I mean, not really, but wasn't there a person we kept kind of jokingly referring to as our manager? Was that Jenny?
I don't think so.
Did she ever do anything for us?
No. No, I don't think so. Did we? Do you remember?
I don't remember any manager.
No manager. Okay.
So Jenny was not a manager.
No, Jenny was like the number one fan. She'd be like in the crowd screaming when nobody else was, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So you did have a number one fan. Did you have a fan club?
No,
Jenny didn't start anything?
I don't think so. I think we did have at one point back in the day before the MySpace and the Facebooks, there's like a Zanga.
Oh, okay.
There's like a
With
live.
an X?
Yes, Zanga with an X. X-A-N.
Xanga.
Yeah. And it was like a blog type thing, and I remember a bunch of people starting something about Moss 85, like Moss 85 fans unite, and I was like, this isn't real. This is weird. We had like a couple members, and it was really strange. But
We had Jenny and her mom.
no, it was like it legitimately was a couple people like from school and stuff. It was really, really awkward. I had a very hard time, believe it or not. I had a hard time adjusting to that whole thing. Like after the Battle of the Bands thing, I would work as a clerical aide for an office at school, and I remember I would walk into a classroom to hand a note to somebody, because that's what they did. And like I'd be like, this person needs to go home now or whatever. And I would walk into the classroom and they'd be like, Moss 85! Like yelling at me, and it was very strange. It was really awkward. I'm just like, okay, there you
You're Nikki Moss.
go. That's when it all started like being weird. People would make t-shirts and signing shoes, and
So you don't think fame is for you?
well, if it was for me, then I probably would have pursued it, right? I don't know.
Maybe. I guess you're right. So you had a Zanga. Did you ever develop a professional website
No.
in your early years or later years? Or should we get to that in the later years segment?
The answer's going to be no to both, right?
Yeah,
We had a MySpace.
Well, we'll get into it later.
probably.
There is a MySpace. I
Yeah.
think that was
Still
post
exists.
me.
Yeah, that was post you.
Logo?
Did
We
we have?
had our font that we stole from Green Day. That was about it.
I don't remember ever having a logo. I just remember the checkers everywhere because of your drum set.
Right.
The album cover.
That kind of became a theme.
Mm-hmm.
That's on the Pipe Down. I think next
Yeah.
segment we're going to talk about Pipe Down. The album, the recording, the theme.
So we played all those shows before Pipe Down, right? We recording that whole time until the record release party?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess. Ironically, I remember the record release party as like the beginning of the end, at least for me.
Yeah.
Like the last show that... Was it the last show that I did?
Yeah.
That and maybe the Congress thing?
We never played the Congress, so
Right,
that
right.
was your last show.
The record release party was very exciting.
When was that graduation party that I know nothing about? Would that have been the year before June? Or the June after that, May? Must have been before, because I don't remember ever bringing CDs and selling them anywhere.
I don't think that... Are you talking about the attic party? What graduation party?
Wasn't there some, like, in a garage, some...
Oh, yeah. No, that was after... That was your last show. The graduation party. And it was for a friend of mine in a garage in Bartlett. And that was the summer of 04.
Did we have CDs we were selling and stuff? I don't remember being that, like...
Yeah.
Maybe I remember
professional or
yeah.
advanced in our
we
career.
played in the garage and people were set up and I sang Landslide and people were crying, remember? Landslide.
Yeah, this is coming back to me now.
Yeah, and they were like crying and then I felt like
There was like some guy that wanted to hang out with us or me, and I was like, I don't know. Can you come teach me how to drum? Oh boy.
I remember that guy. His name was John.
Was this a family member of yours?
No.
If so,
No. Guy from
let's just
school.
make sure he doesn't get a hold of this shit.
Right, okay.
He's been Googling Moss City 5 for once a week ever since,
He's
and then he'll find
your
us
number one
eventually.
fan.
Hoping that something will come up.
Maybe they'll have an opening to hang out.
Sorry.
So, Brian, tell us something about the Moss 85 hanging bulb fixture.
When you Google Moss 85, wasn't there a... one of the websites was like
that's right. And it was just this weird lamp.
an abstract art looking thing.
It was 85 light bulbs hanging from wires. Was that the first hit? I googled it recently, and the same thing didn't come up, so maybe it's out of business now. But I couldn't even find the exact wording because I wanted to get it right, but in my head it's clearly Moss 85 hanging bulb fixture.
Yes. I forgot about that.
Maybe they're all sold out now.
They were
They
so
move
popular.
fast.
Yeah.
Did you have band colors? I'm picturing red and black.
Red and black.
Red and black. That's about right. What?
That's what you are right now.
Oh, red. Oh,
Look
red
at the
and black.
camera.
That's right. Yes, I'm red and black.
And I understand Moss 85 is not only a fan of No Doubt, but also Kelly Clarkson.
You know, that's another thing. How did we come up with that to do that song?
We just kind of like her more than anybody else saying we sound like her or anything.
Yeah.
We watched American Idol.
Yeah.
That first season.
Yeah.
That was 2002
That was.
when she won.
I remember you not liking her for a short time or something. Maybe that continued. I don't know. You didn't want her to win for some reason.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think you liked the other guy, the Afro guy.
Really?
Something.
Okay, that's
Everybody
weird.
seemed to.
It's so weird.
That's right. Everyone did like him.
Justin Guarini.
Oh, well, I certainly wouldn't have remembered that.
Apparently, I was a big fan,
There's
so.
a little more going on than I realized. So, on my first page here, I have one more question, and it's very open-ended, and we have 1 minute in the segment. So I was just curious, who are your musical influences?
Mine?
Let's talk something about your fashion influences, because that'll go by quicker.
Really? I don't have any fashion influences. I just do what I do.
You wore pink and black.
Pink and black was popular.
That was your thing.
Yes, I loved pink and black. That was good.
All right.
Yeah. What?
Your shirts, your black hooded sweatshirt says pink.
Oh, yeah, it does.
So
And
I
my
guess
birth
that's
year.
stuck. Is that
So-
custom made?
No. But yeah.
Good
I
for you.
would do elaborate
That's when
outfits.
pink was invented.
Yes. In 86.
96.
I invented pink. But big elaborate costumes, dresses.
Yep.
Do you still have those?
Yes. Do I still fit in them? No. So
You could sell them.
I probably
looking
could.
for some extra cash.
I probably
we'll
could.
have to do a reunion show and sell them once we're more popular.
A reunion tour. I pretty much I have all the outfits. I have the pipe down outfits.
Unfortunately, that's the end of this segment. So
Thanks.
we're going to come back in segment 3 talk about some fashion stuff.